So I'm gonna start off with these 3 brushes, and then we're gonna go in with our first transitioning color. I already primed my eyes and did my eyebrows. So we're focusing on blending right now, and we're just gonna blend until we have no harsh lines. And then you saw me applying more shadow because it wasn't as pigmented as I wanted it to be. So I always start off with a little bit of eyeshadow and then I pack on if I need it. And then with this lighter or darker shade and this denser brush, I'm going to be enhancing the color and also sculpting my crease, my eye crease. So this is just gonna give me a more intense color of pink. I think that was pink, or like a hot pink or a purple. So with this lighter shade of pink, I'm just gonna go in and pack on some more color, but also outlining my crease. And then with this brush, we're just going to blend. And then I'm going to go in with this Beauty Creations palette. This is such a beautiful palette. And we're just going to use that color for the outer V. So for the outer V, I usually like to go in, I don't like to go in with the darkest color that I'm looking for. I start with a lighter dark color and then I enhance it with a dark color, if that makes any sense. And when I'm doing my eyeshadow, I like to be a little I don't know what to call it, but I don't really focus on keeping it all clean because in the, like later on, I'm gonna wipe that all off. That's why I usually do my eyes first and then I'll do my foundation. So here, I'm just trying to blend those colors together, trying to make it all look like blended. So right there, I was just trying to focus on how blended it was and trying to make sure that it's to my liking. So here, I'm taking that darker shadow and I'm just outlining my crease again. So with this small brush, I'm going to be cutting my crease. So I use the J-Cat primer and that works very well. I do not get creases on my eyelids at all, so I like it when applied perfectly. Like when you apply it right and the right amount of product, it works fantastic. So it takes me a very long time to cut my crease, and I look up and I look around because I don't know if I have hooded eyes, but I do have like a heavy top lid. I don't know what to call that, but I do have a heavy top lid. And if I look up, it just shows me where to stop applying the eye primer. And this is the same eye primer that I use to prime my whole eyelid as well. And I have yeah, I have oily eyelids. So this primer is very good. So I'm carefully trying to make the perfect line. It is so hard for me to make that perfect line, but practice makes perfect. So I'm gonna continue to practice. And I know this footage may be long, but I just wanted to show everybody that just because you're good at makeup doesn't mean that you can't work on certain things, like me. I have to work on the cut crease. So I finished doing the cut crease. I'm gonna use this color, which is a very matte cream. It's like a cream white. It's not like really white, but it's a cream white. And I'm just patting. I'm not swiping. I'm patting the product into my eyelid. And then I'm gonna go in and I am going to blend the product in. I'm trying to blend so it looks like it gradually fades into the dark shadow. I'm trying to do my best. So now with this little brush, I'm going to be adding like a darker color where I did the cut crease, so that way it doesn't look so perfect. Not that it doesn't look perfect, but it looks blended into the eyeshadow on top of it. I don't know if that makes sense, but if you look at the video, you'll see that I'm trying very carefully to be careful, but also not to apply too much and to also blend that as well. So it could all just look like a flawless look. So I'm just making sure that everything looks to my liking. And I do apologize if my voice does sound cracky or shaky or not perfect, because it's actually very hard to film voiceovers. So yeah, hopefully that doesn't bother a lot of people. I just have to practice. So these lashes are so beautiful. I wish you could see them in real life. They're really pretty. And then now I'm gonna go in with primer for my face, because now I'm gonna start my face. And I did not use any eyeshadow or any eyeliner, so that's just all the lashes, doing all of that on top. So I'm gonna go in with foundation, and I use a brush, and then I go in with the beauty blender to blend all the harsh lines that I may have. So foundation is really explanatory. I think you just put it all around your face and just make sure that it's the way you like it. And yeah, I think that it's all preference when it comes to foundation. A lot of people like full coverage, and a lot of people just like a BB cream, or maybe some people don't even like it. So here I'm just contouring, and I'm using a small brush because I like the small brushes. It makes me feel like I have more control over the product, and the product is not just smearing all over my face, because that has happened and it's not pretty. So for my nose, I'm still learning how to contour it and make it look smaller and all that kind of stuff. So I use a lighter shade of bronzer, and I blend it out. And then I spray my sponge because it kind of got a little too dry, so I just sprayed it. And here I'm just making sure everything's getting blended to the way I like it. I like this powder, it's really good. I have a Clinique one, I have an LA Girl one, I have a Revolution one, but I always seem to really enjoy this powder and how it sets on my face. I do have an oily to dry face, I don't know, skin, oily to dry skin, and this powder works really well. So I pat first, and then I go in swiping motions. I always pat because I don't want to move the foundation or move any contour or highlight that I just applied. So with these two brushes, I'm going to be smoking out my under eye. This palette that I'm using, the eyeshadows are so nice. It's by Beauty Creation, and I bought it at my local beauty store, Belux Makeup. And I love their stuff. If you're here in Atwater, California, you should go check them out. So now I'm just adding some liquid highlighter, and the amount I put on my hand, that wasn't enough, so I had to go back in and pack a little bit more on. And this brush did a good job, but I actually found out that I love using this brush, this specific brush, for blush instead of highlighter, because it is pretty big, and I would like just a tad bit smaller brush for highlighting. But here I am just packing on the highlighter. I think this look is very beautiful. It came out so pretty, and I just thought it would be a good look if you wanted to go out for a Valentine's Day look, a Valentine's Day, or if you're just going out with your friends on that day, or just for any day, and if you just like the colors. So just let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. This lip combination actually turned out very pretty. This was my first time using all those 3 products, and they actually came out really pretty. The Maybelline, I think the one that I'm using here, the Maybelline Driver, that's the one I'm using here, right there. Oh, sorry, I was out of focus. But it dries up really pretty. I want to thank you guys so much for watching my videos, and I hope you guys come back for the next time. Bye!